Yo, what up? What up? You already know what it is. It's your boy Coach Ant. We got a lot to talk about today. Last night was a good fight. I know I'm a little late, you know what I'm saying, but it's Memorial Day weekend. You know what I mean? I'm chilling in the crib, as you can see. I'm staying out of trouble. I'm drinking coffee. I'm not Mr. Moonshine. I'm drinking coffee. You know what I'm saying? So just so I could be up and be hype while I talk to you guys, you know what I mean? And I got a special treat for y'all. I'm bringing on somebody who's been on my live a few times, but he's going to be the premier guest, and that's my man, Rasheem Jefferson, a.k.a. Boxing Rel, when he gets on here. It's going to be crazy. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get this link sent out. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. But yeah, man, what's going on? Everybody talk to me, man. You know what I'm saying? I seen a lot of mixed reactions over the weekend. You know what I mean? When it came down to this Devin Haney fight. Before we go there, you always know I got to promote my business, right? I got to promote what I do. And right now, of course, if you use the discount code CA Power Hour. Oh, I forgot the right hour there. CA Power Hour. Let me go ahead and fix that for y'all. But CA Power Hour, right? We're going to go ahead and give you 75% off all of my courses, all right? CA Power Hour, that's just for you guys showing love, hopping on the live or whatever. But guys, let's talk, man. Let's talk, man. Let me give a big shout out to my man Jorge. What's going on, champ? I see you. The Phoenix, what's going on? Adam Hagler, hold on. Let me put y'all names up there, man. You know what I mean? My man Jorge, man. What's going on, baby? I see you. The Phoenix, I see you. You know what I'm saying? Adam, I see you. If you're saying what's up to me, if you chat, I'm going to put your name on there. You know what I mean? Give me 1 second, guys. We're going to chat for a minute, man. So don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about what I'm doing right now. We're going to chat for a minute. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. You know what I mean? Hold on. Let me get my man Rel this link. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. My man Fight Night Simulation. What's going on? What's good, champ? I see you, man. I see you. Abraham was good. J2 Smooth was good. Yes, sir. Let's talk, man. So what did y'all think about the fight, man? What did you guys think about the fight? The fight was crazy, man. It was just a very, very dope performance. And I'm going to try to see if I can get Devin Haney and Bill Haney on the live. I don't know if I got that kind of pull yet, but I'm going to see if I can get them on here because I want to chop it up with them. But I need to know what y'all thought. Drop a comment. Drop a comment and let me know what y'all thought about the fight. Yeah, man, it just started. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and make a post for Instagram. You know what I mean? I got to make a post for Instagram real quick. You feel me? Hey, don't mind me, guys. I'm a little bit, you know what I'm saying, all over the place right now. But we're going to get started. We're going to have a lot of fun with this, man. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. We got Rasheem Jefferson coming on in about 10 minutes or so. And we're going to talk. You know what I mean? Let me go ahead and put this link for my swipe up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me see what you guys are talking about. Amazing performance by Devin Haney. I agree. I thought it was a very good performance. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second here. All right. Promise you I'll be here in 1 second, guys. I promise you. This will be done in 1 second. All right. Let's go, man. Let's go. Haney showed that grit last night, and he did his thing. Devin put on a masterpiece. I'm not going to lie. That 12th round was not looking good for Devin. I enjoyed it. Definitely a chess match. We're going to get into all of that. I'm going to get into the, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you've seen that I was putting my tweets on Instagram. I'm not very active on Twitter, but I like to tweet and then screenshot it and put it on my Instagram because the Instagram is where I got most of my people. You feel me? But Yeah, man. It was just a very, very, very good performance, man. I mean, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. Hold on. I also want you guys to chime in. So what I'm gonna do in a little while is I'm gonna put the link on there, and I'm gonna want some of you guys to get on here and chop it up with me. You know what I'm saying? And I want to hear you guys' opinion. Matter of fact, if anybody wants to get on right now before Rasheem Jefferson gets on, let me know. This is your opportunity to get a couple of seconds in, chop it up. Let me know what you thought about the fight last night, but it was definitely dope. Devin did very well. Linares got his right hand, left hook on him. Thought Devin walked Linares. Loved that. Love how he recruit from getting buzzed. Yes, he fought very smartly yesterday. He did very good, man, even when he was hurt. Daddy Wolf, hey coach, will you do a session like Friday night? Yeah, I mean, right now I'm liking these lives, man. So I'm gonna go on lives, man. I'm gonna start podcasting a little bit more. Let's get my man Zoe right here added to the stream. Zoe, talk to me.
What's the deal with you, big dog?
I'm cooling, my man. What you thought about the fight last night?
Man, honestly, like I said before, I when I went back and seen it, I really thought Devin Haney, he really put on a good performance. His timing was good. His, combinations was good. His ring IQ was good. Uh, everything. His timing, everything that he did was good. And like I said, you could tell that, like the way he walked forward, behind the jab. I as far as the negatives, as far as the criticisms, I would say that even though he has good defense, he needs to work on giving different looks, and he shouldn't always do the shoulder with the shoulder roll left left hand low and all that type of stuff. But to me, he looked good even when hurt. Even when he was hurt or wobbled, he still was smart. People got to understand that holding is part of boxing. And he fought a good, smart fight, an aggressive fight. He showed he could come forward, and deliver pressure. He showed that he can box off the jab. He had a nice, crisp jab, a well-timed jab. He was able to keep, Linares off balance, and he was able to engage when he did. Because like I said, I didn't see it live. I seen it, from somebody else breaking the fight down on a podcast,
Oh,
and I
okay.
was reading the comments, and people was hating on him and
Destroying him.
talking about,
I
yeah,
couldn't. I couldn't believe the backlash that Devin Haney was getting. You know what I mean? It was really, really disappointing to see fight fans, react that way to a kid who just did a great, great performance. You know what I mean?
exactly. Like that's why I said that's why I put in the chat. Like I said, I agree 100%. Like I seen so much hating, and they was talking about this, that, and the third, and all powder, powder, pillow fists and all this other type of stuff. And then, like I said, when I went and looked at the fight, and I seen how how well timed this punches was, how on balance, his mechanics, everything was crisp, everything was on time, everything was well placed. He didn't waste no punches. He didn't, he did everything right. He did everything fundamentally sound, and he looked real good to me. So like I said before, he's going to continue to build up, his repertoire. He's going to continue to mature mentally. Like I said, like people got to understand, man. Like when a person is showing good fundamentals and showing a good mind when it's about hitting and not getting hit. Everything else will come later, as he fights, as he gets in there with like a tank, like punchers, as he gets in there, he will mature. But like I said, as far as where he at now, he's past where he should be. He looked real good, man. So all that hating, people gonna do that. But like I said, he looked real good. That's what I'll give him. I give him at least A minus.
A
He looked real
minus.
good.
That's what it is. A minus. So I'm gonna let some more people on here before my man Brad get on here. Thank you for chiming in, my guy.
Most definitely.
You already know what's going on, my brother.
I'm good, sir. I'm good, sir.
Talk
Nice
to
to
me,
meet you,
bro.
coach.
Give me. Nice to meet you too. Let me know. Let the people know your name, and let me know what you thought about the fight.
I'm what you need. So my comments actually up there about the fight. I really appreciate about the fight, coach, is that Devin Haney was walking down Linares. I hadn't seen somebody walk down Linares before like that. And people say he don't have power. Obviously, he does have power. But what I like is how he was bobbing and weaving a bit, and he was getting under the punches and coming to the inside and fighting him, infighting on him, putting that head in his chest and infighting him. So I love that he mixed it up. He wasn't just, fighting off the back foot exclusively or fighting from range outside the pocket. He was engaged in going inside the pocket and fighting on the inside as well. So I really love the versatility that he brought to the table, showing people he could do various things. Love his versatility. I also love that, as you would say, Coach, you have to prepare for every situation. And I really enjoyed that when you get a little buzzed or you get a little, shaky, he knew what to do under that situation. And that showed me his pedigree. It also showed me how much knowledge he has, veteran knowledge that was passed down to him. So I really enjoyed all of that in the fight,
And so before you go, where do you rank him right now? What do you think he does against some of the top guys like Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko and all them kind of guys that people are naming him with? What are your thoughts?
Definitely. Definitely.
Ryan Garcia. There you go.
Yeah, I think he's in the pedigree. He's in the equation with all those guys. I think that the only guy I think that's sharper than him right now is Shakur Stevenson. He's not in the same division, but I think of Shakur Stevenson, how precise he is. But of course, Shakur hasn't been tested like how Devin Haney has been tested, at least in terms of level of competition. Jorge Linares is a, world-class boxer, elite boxer, and this is the only guy that I know of that outpointed Linares. He didn't just beat him, at his, outside the pocket, outside mid-range and inside the pocket, but he also outpointed him, which I thought was very, was rare. It's exceptional, Even Lomachenko was down on the cards when he was fighting Jorge Linares. Linares was up on the cards and on the judges' cards. So I thought that was very interesting. I'm really
pretty impressed.
I'm impressed because this is a 22-year-old, Teofimo Lopez also impresses me. What is Teo? 23, 22, 23. These are young guys. So the maturity that they show and everything is very impressive.
That's what's up. Hey, yo, thank you. What you need, man. I appreciate you, my brother.
Yes, Coach. I appreciate watching you all the time.
Thank you. Let's bring on my guy, JR. He's been waiting. JR, talk to me.
Yo, what's good? You can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's good, Coach? How you doing?
Cooling, can't complain, man. What's good? Talk to me. What you thought about the fight?
Well, in my opinion, I don't know. People was coming at me, but it was spectacular. I'm not trying to gas him up, but he did everything he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
He got stunned, but who hasn't gotten stunned?
Right. So what do you think? Where does he where do you put him with the top guys in the division right now? How do you feel about his future right now in the game? Obviously you were impressed with last night, but is he up to caliber with the Ryan Garcias and the Lomachenkos and the Teofimos of the world right now?
I think he washes Ryan easily. He's up there with Loma and Teo though, for sure. Top 3.
Okay.
In my opinion.
All right. Well, that's what's up, my brother. Thank you for chiming in.
All right, I got you, yo.
All right. My boy, Nine Fonz, what's good, baby? Talk to me.
What up, Coach? What up?
Cool.
I want to bring a different perspective, like more of a consumer perspective, because I'm in the Navy right now, and I started self-teaching boxing off your YouTube videos. You know what I'm saying, on the boat, right? So that's how I got into boxing. So Devin Haney was the first pro boxer that I became a fan of, obviously besides Floyd Mayweather. You feel me? So as a fan, the fight was dope. Like, I can appreciate what Devin was doing. I could see that his boxing skills is crazy. Like the last dude said, no, the 2 dudes before, which he said, I think Shakur is like the only person right now that I see on a technical level like Devin, besides like Canelo. Like my only thing about the fight that I didn't like was the 12th round. Right now, I never boxed before, but the consecutive holds was a bad look for Devin's star power as a consumer. You know what I'm saying? Like that's his biggest knock against the rest of the lightweights. That's his star power, right? Tank knocked people out, so he got star power. Ryan got Instagram because he got star power, right? Devin don't get those fights, and people duck Devin because he not a money grabber, right? And he was just mad about Gamboa surviving and holding him from not getting knocked out, and then he turned around 12th round, do that to Linares. Right? I felt
Right.
like his jab was just so dominant the entire game. Even if he was kind of hurt or tired in the 12th round, he could have just kept jabbing him, kept him at bay, and then hugged him when he felt necessary. But like he would hold Linares when he wasn't even throwing the punches. He would just run up to him and grab him, like getting booed. You getting booed at home, you know what I'm saying? That was just a bad look for my man Devin. But other than that, the first 11 rounds, I think it was a complete wash. I think that was a complete domination for Devin.
I want you to stick around. When I start chopping it up and talk, we're gonna talk a little bit more about that. I just want to hear your opinion on it. But before I let you go, let me know and let the people know, where do you rate Devin Haney right now? You know what I'm saying? And where do you know, out of the guys that everybody's mentioning, how does he do against those guys?
I got Devin ranked. I don't know. I guess I'm a little biased. I got Devin ranked number 1, just because his technical boxing.
You think he's the best one out of the, you think he's the best one out of the bunch?
I think he's the best boxer in the division. But the thing about all of those fighters is none of them has been up against a big puncher, so none of them been tested, right? Like you look at the shot Ryan took from Blue Campbell, you look at the shot Devin just took from Linares. I mean, if those shots come from somebody like Tank, you know, what do you think the outcome is going to be? Or Teo, or if Teo get by Tank, or Tank get by Teo. So it all remains to be seen until one of them fight each other. But right now, the best boxer to me is Devin.
Okay. All right, my brother. Thank you for chiming in.
Yep. Appreciate it.
All right. My bad. I ain't mean to cut you off like that, Fonz, but yo, appreciate you. Let's bring my man right here. Lord Owl, talk to me, baby.
What's up, man? Man, all I have to say is Devin Haney did excellent. And I'm not even gonna sit in the stunt. His Philly does need some improvement. I will say it's not for him to be training under Floyd too much, because it will start to mimic him. When he threw that right hand, he stood there. Usually when the right hand comes from the orthodox, you lean back and intimate that shoulder so it slides off and comes through with the straight hand. He did not do that. But I will say, in the later round, he didn't look gassed. I think he was just like overcome with the amount of punches. Linares is very fast, and they can get on here and cap and saying he's wise, he's this and that. Look what he did to Campbell.
Yeah.
Look what he did to Loma. He took punches that them two guys couldn't handle. And as far as ranking, he's up there. It's just it's so matched up with top guys right now. You got Tank moving up. That was a smart move. He moved up. He got out of the circle, the group. He separated himself. But I just think he needs just a little tweaking. And that's it.
So where do you rank him right now with the top guys right now?
Top guys, I'll probably say 2, because number 1 is Teofimo. Teofimo, he trains differently. I watch his videos. He's more of a reactive and simultaneous fighter. I can see all his trainings and how he's moving, incorporating his hands, or you know what I mean. You're coach, you know what I mean. But definitely, as far as top 5, he's number 2. Devin Haney is nothing, no pushover at all.
You got him ranked number 2. Who wins if he fights Teofimo Lopez?
I'm gonna go ahead and toss it up to Teofimo. He can't make the mistakes with Teofimo. And like the dude who just passed, definitely not with Tank. He can't make those mistakes with Tank. Tank or Teofimo, definitely. Or with Loma, he cannot make those mistakes.
Right. All right. Well, thank you for chiming in, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Everybody who's chiming in, I appreciate that. That's what I'm talking about right there. If I put the link out there and you have a few words you want to say, you want to come on here, talk to me, man. Let me know your thoughts, man. This is your channel too. This is for y'all to, express yourselves. I see you, Georgia. I see you, baby. North Jersey in the building. Listen, last night was a great fight. Great fight, man. I got a few thoughts on it, man. I'm trying to wait for my man Rel to hop on. I don't know how much longer he's going to be, but if he takes any longer, I'm just going to go ahead and get started on this. But it was a good fight, man. I thought that Devin Haney showcased real good boxing skills. I thought that Devin Haney proved that, he could really box, man. Like, there's not too many people out there boxing as good as Devin Haney right now. I was very impressed with his jab. But there was a few flaws that I want to touch on. But hold on, we got somebody right here to bring my man Coach Anything in the building. What's up, baby? Talk to me.
Hey, Chan, what's up, man? How you doing?
Man, well, you a coach now, baby? Talk to me. What's going on?
Nah, I'm trying to stay active, man. But yeah, I was trying to get at second part of the fight. I feel like Devin Haney, he just needs to improve on. Well, let me say this first. I feel like it was a good learning experience for Devin Haney. He's just never been 12 rounds with someone of that level. I feel like this, like Linares was like another level of a fight. So, and Linares hurt Lomachenko, so he's not just the average boxer. He's definitely, I say he's definitely a at least a class B fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not average. So that being said, like 12th round, I can't take anything away from Devin Haney because as a fighter, once you get hurt so many times and you know what I'm saying, that pressure is being put on you, like all that grabbing is just a learning experience for Devin. He knows what he has to work on. So you know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna get, I feel like that just boosted Devin Haney's level up super crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the next time you see Devin Haney, he's gonna be better.
Okay. So you impressed with him. So where do you put him right now with the top people in the game?
See, I got Teofimo at 1. I got Shakur Stevenson at 2. I got him at 3.
Okay, man, that's not a bad way to put it. My guy, well, good seeing you, man.
Good seeing you too. Hopefully see you soon, man.
Yeah, yes, sir. You already know. Let's bring my man Elijah in here. Elijah, talk to me, man. What's your thoughts?
How's it going, Coach? How's it been?
There you go. Talk to me.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. I appreciated his performance. A lot of people were hating on him because of the hugging towards the end of the fight, but I feel like that shows he's a true champion. He didn't risk going for the knockout to impress a bunch of people. He did what he needed to do to win, so I thought that showed a whole lot. But Jorge Linares put on a good performance as well. A lot of people aren't talking about that. But he held his own most of the fight, but Devin did dominate until the 10th round when he got hurt. But other than that, I thought it was a great performance.
Okay. How did you feel about him holding?
I admired it. A lot of people don't look at that as a good thing, but it showed that he knew what to do in those pressure situations.
Okay. And so basically what you're saying is he looked well schooled to you.
Yeah. There was a few flaws that I saw. His left hand being real low. I thought he could have implemented a high guard a little bit more throughout the fight, but I know that's not his style. But I feel like that's the only big flaw that I saw.
Right. All right. Well, Elijah, man, I appreciate you coming, man. And we're going to keep this going. I appreciate you, my guy. All right. So some of y'all don't like it. Some of y'all do. Haney hugging should have strapped on a Jimmy. Y'all crazy, man. Listen, let me ask y'all a question. A real question, though. What did y'all expect Devin Haney to do? And I want y'all to drop this in the comments. What did y'all expect him to do when he got hurt? When he was hurt, what did y'all want him to do? I'm just curious. I want to see what the people are talking about. The ones who, matter of fact, not everybody, because a lot of y'all are showing Devin Haney love. Actually, nobody's really hating on Haney in here right now. But I want to know what y'all would do. If that was your fighter, what would you want him to do when he gets hurt like that? What do you expect him to do? I'm just very curious to know for the people who don't like the clinching. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all calling it hugging, but let's keep it a buck. It's called clinching. What do you guys expect him to do, man? Let me bring my man Raj in real quick. Talk to me, champ.
Hey, Coach Anthony, how you doing?
Cool, my man. How are you?
I'm all right. I wanted to talk about the clinching and all. You know, us as fight fans, when we see a fighter clinching, we don't like it, right? We want to see a good fight. We want to see some action. But as a fighter, you want him to clinch because you've been in a position, you've been hurt before, you know what it's like. You don't want to get hurt, right? So the people sitting at home saying, "Oh, you're hugging too much," all that, they just don't get it. They don't know what it's like to get hurt.
Right. Exactly. I mean, I mean, that's my opinion on it. But a lot of people, I seen Devin Haney actually getting a lot of hate, man. Just a whole lot of hate. When
I think the hate stemmed from him saying that it was an easy fight, which it wasn't.
yeah, I think now let me ask you a question. It wasn't an easy fight, but do you think it was a difficult fight?
He was dominating pretty good. His jab was going off. He was hitting him almost at will up until the 10th round when he got hit pretty hard. Other than that, I think it was a pretty easy fight for him. Almost easy until that round.
All right. So where do you rank Devin Haney right now? Where do you rank him?
I'm not really sure yet. I have to think about that. What about you? What do you think?
Right now, I'm just trying to get your guys' opinions. I'm gonna talk about all that in a minute, but you know, I think that he's a very, very, very good boxer. Put it that way.
He's
I think
talented. He's got potential.
He's one of the real modern day guys. You know what I mean? I'm pretty impressed with
That's right.
Devin Haney.
He is for sure.
Yeah. All right, champ. I appreciate you coming in. See right here. Now, if you clinch it for no reason, that's just slowing down the fight. Yeah, I mean, look. Obviously, he had a reason to clinch, right? So I'm pretty sure you're saying that too. Let me go ahead and try to get some of y'all comments in here. A lot of you guys are starting to chime in. My man Eddie Chambers is not here today. Eddie is not here, but you know, y'all gonna see Eddie soon enough. Let me see something real quick. Give me 1 second. I got something for y'all real quick. Wait, where you at, baby? Okay. Yes, sir. Go to your DM and check the link. All right. Let me bring my man Lord Owl in here, back in here. You was just in here, man. What you got more to say?
My bad, coach. I just kept on watching from this side. I forgot. But also this is just for all of your audience you have. I'm also a pro boxer. Don't think this is just coming from somebody who never boxed. My pro fight is coming up next month.
Tell the world your name so we can keep up with you, baby.
Okay, my name is Mike Lawson. I'm a heavyweight from Alexandria, Louisiana. Actually, my coach is Clay Burns. He fought Devin Haney when Devin Haney was starting, and my friend Devin Jones, he got dropped by Ryan Garcia. That kept on rushing in. I have, but you go ahead and throw me the questions. I'm heavyweight, Louisiana, pro debut. I also kickboxing and MMA. I do those things, but not just for the money. Boxing is more lucrative.
Okay, all right. Well, that's what's up, man. I wish you a lot of luck and success in your career. Stay focused and stay hungry. You heard?
Thank you.
All right, champ. Hold on, my man. Luis Alvarado with the super chat. As a fan, I would like to see him use his fist. If I was his trainer, I would like to see him use the jab and move and follow up with a nice two and then clinch. Luis Alvarado, what's going on, baby? I remember you, man. You did a few Zoom sessions with me or a Zoom session with me. I think you did. But I appreciate the super chat, my man. I appreciate it. Georgie Porgy, talk to me, my guy.
I'm trying to stay awake, man. I'm saying, let me check out Coach, man.
I gotta bring you on here real quick, man, before you go to sleep, man. Talk to me.
Haney looked great, man. I mean, you know, I was telling my brother, I said, I thought Linares kind of let him off the hook a little bit. I mean, listen, the guy's got 5 losses. I mean, you're losing the fight. You got to sell out in that 11th round, man. Either Haney knocks you out or you go for it, bro. I thought he kind of let him off the hook a little bit, but Haney looked good, man. I mean, besides the one mishap, other than that, I thought he did his thing.
Right. Now, what do you think caused him to let him off the hook?
I think you got to sell out, man. I mean, Haney was on wobbly legs, and I just felt like, listen, if you're going to do it, man, you got to empty it right there, man. I mean, you got 5 losses already. Like, this is your night. I mean, you're not going to get another chance, my man. So I felt like, you know, he kind of let him off the hook a little bit. But, hey, Haney did his thing. he got through it and he won, man. He looked good. I mean, up until that, he looked great.
Right.
Yeah.
You think that the clinching threw him off?
But I just remember some of the OGs telling me, listen, a guy's coming to hug you, you lateral move. His legs are shot. You gotta keep lateral move so he gets even more tired. So I think Linares kind of let an opportunity slip away, man. But again, Haney looked great. I mean, I was happy for him. I'll be honest with you, Coach. Up until Haney came on your show, you had him live with his dad. I was like, let me see what's going on. I became a fan of him after he was on your live.
Okay.
I didn't really, I watched a couple fights, but then I seen him get on your live. I love the way he maintains himself, the way he speaks. Pops is real cool, and I started really getting with him after he was on your live, man. But he looked great, like I said. But Linares kind of missed an opportunity. So yeah, no, I thought it was good, man. I thought I looked sharp, man.
Where do you rank him? With the top guys right now.
Yeah, I put him 2. I mean, Lopez is, he's got all the 4 belts, so I mean, I'll put Haney 2.
Okay. All right. Well, you already know, man. I appreciate you, man. You be showing love all the time, so I got to show love back.
Yeah.
I got your shirt getting shipped out on Tuesday. I thought tomorrow I was going to be able to do it, but it's right here. I'm looking right at it, so you're going to get that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that counter punching course coming up too, man. I gotta check you out on that.
CA Power Hour.
Yep.
Get that 75% off because I'm going to get rid of the sale. And I ain't going to put another one up for I don't know how long. So, you know what I mean? This is just my way to the Memorial Day thing. So get it now.
I'm on it, baby. All right, cool, man. Appreciate you, Coach.
I appreciate you. Yeah, man. That's my man, Georgie Porgy. Big shout out to him, man. You know what I'm saying? And let's go ahead and bring the man of the hour. My damn guy in his damn boxes right now. Okay. We got Rasheem Jefferson.
Go to the pool. What's up?
You going to the pool now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So damn. Okay, so I'm getting in between your pool time.
Yeah, you good.
Okay. This is how my man does an interview. But listen, bro, where you at? Talk to me, baby.
I'm here. What's up?
What you thought about the fight, man? You gotta come to the camera, man.
Yeah. The fight was a great fight. Devin displayed a new attribute that he possesses, which is banging in the inside. I thought he boxed early. His defense was real tight in the beginning. At every combination he moved, he had Linares looking stupid. But when he chose to walk him down, I think he forgot about his defense at points, and that's when he got caught in the 10th round. And when he did get caught, I thought he showed, man, boxing IQ out the ass to last them last 2 rounds, man.
Right. Now, what's your thoughts? And for the record, for those of y'all out there who don't know who I'm talking to Rasheem Jefferson. Anybody who's in boxing knows who Rasheem Jefferson is, man. One of the best amateur boxers of his time. Great boxing trainer. Huh? Say that again?
Google me.
Google him. Yeah. 15-1 as a professional. Is coach, and co-trained Tevin Farmer with me. Well, I co-trained Tevin Farmer with him, I should say. He was training Tevin before I got involved, and we worked together for many, many camps. And so you're not talking to a guy who don't know nothing about boxing right now. What's your thoughts?
Man, respect for Coach Anthony. He worked hard. He go out his way to satisfy all his clients, man. And he in this game to learn. Them the trainers that you gonna see the best out of the trainers that constantly learning, not the ones that sucking their weeds and nobody can tell them nothing. And Coach Anthony willing to learn, and man, we had a ball together with Tevin.
Yeah, we ain't done, man. Yo, what happened to your teeth?
Man, little street fight I got.
You got into a street fight?
Yeah.
Oh.
I told them about 4 niggas.
Out here in Vegas?
No.
Oh my God, man! My man Ralph still ain't done fighting, man. You supposed to have been retired. You heard?
Yeah, I know, but you can't you can't test the champ. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God! So yo, let me ask you a question.
What's
We'll
up?
talk about that off the air. What is your thoughts on everybody who was basically hating on Devin Haney clinching when he got hurt in the 10th round? What's your thoughts about that?
Man, I don't know nothing about boxing. That's what you're supposed to do. That's why his boxing IQ and his boxing experience is way above what his age. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Another person would have tried to dog it out. Oh, I'm a man. I'm this. I'm that. And got knocked out. Devin Haney knew what to do. He smothered. He got a little shot off inside, and then he wrapped him up. Where Linares couldn't do nothing. I think a younger Linares would have been able to get out of the smothering and the holding and knock Devin Haney out, but I thought he was too old from jump.
Right. Now, do you think that a prime Linares would have been able to do something with Devin, or do you think that Devin's just a better fighter than him overall at any point?
A prime Linares was my favorite fighter. 126 Linares was a monster. Was a monster, bro. Moves 30 was still a monster. 35, I mean, his punches didn't mean nothing to me.
Right. Now, Devin Haney showed yesterday a beautiful jab. I thought that Devin reminds me, and I don't know if you agree, and I'm not going to sit here and try to compare him, but just reminds me of Floyd Mayweather, Pretty Boy Floyd, when Floyd first got into the game. I feel like he has very similar attributes. His footwork, his jab, he's first with his jab, he sets up his punches. Now, I did see him getting caught with a counter left hook quite a bit yesterday. Every time he threw his right hand, he'll pull straight out. I didn't see him rolling out after the right hand. And then a lot of the times he kept his hand in front of his face and he was getting caught with a left hook. Do you think that that's something that he could have avoided, or do you think that's just something that happens in boxing? And do you also think that somebody else saw that, do you think that that's something that he needs to work on and pay attention to moving forward in his career?
He definitely need to work on that because, like I said, Linares was a smaller guy coming up. I mean, he been at 35 for a while. There's no excuses, but he was a little guy in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? He just made himself a 135 pounder. At 26, he was killing people. But a real 35 that walk around 40 could fight 40, could fight 47 around the weight. Like a Tiafimo, like a Ryan Garcia, you definitely gonna have to be on your A game. And I think a different Devin Haney would have been shown against a top guy like that. You know what I'm saying? A young, hungrier, stronger guy like that. So I would never say he should do this because they gonna do this. Like I tell my fighters, you got 8 weeks to train for. 8 or more weeks to train for a pro fight. You know what I'm saying? And that's to work on what you want to work on.
Right. Yeah, man. I think that Devin Haney, it looked like he was looking for the stoppage yesterday. He didn't get it.
He was trying to get him out of there. That's why he got a little over anxious and he stopped. He stopped the defense. You remember in the first round, that hook never landed. It always came up short because he was pulling back with it. You know what I'm saying? But in the second half of the fight, Linares was able to land that shot.
Right. Now, I think that if he was fighting somebody like a Teofimo or somebody like a Tank, even though Tank's at 130, I know that, but they still bring his name up in the conversation, or Ryan Garcia, I think Devin would have been probably a little more cautious. What do you think?
100%. 100%. Because when you feel that snap, when you feel that strength, when you feel that speed, you're going to have to make adjustments. And that's one thing Devin Haney showed last night that he was good at, making adjustments. You see the whole fight wasn't fought one way, you know what I'm saying? He mixed in multiple attributes, and one was the inside game where he got caught. But Other than that, Devin Haney looked amazing last night.
Now, for the people who say Devin Haney, because a few people came on here and they said that Devin Haney keeps his lead hand too low. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't like it either. I follow Coach Mustafa from Atlanta, and that's how he liked the joint. But I don't like it. I think your hands in front of your face are too low. It's no good. They got that boxing is it's been written for years and years and years, and they got your hands up for a reason. I think in front of your face is for your eyes. Your hands on your chin is for the side punches that you might not see. And he did get cracked with that hook that he didn't see.
Yeah, I tell people that all the time. I say, because a lot of people know me from my Philly show videos that I did with Eddie, and that and I have a course on the Philly show. And a lot of people have the misinterpretation that that's what I push. And what I try to tell guys is that's a tool that you pull out when you see fit for it to be used. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm fighting a guy and I don't know his speed, I don't know his power, my hands are staying right here. But once I get comfortable and I feel like I could roll the shoulder a little bit, then that's when I might drop the hand, set a trap or whatnot. And I just think that fighting like this at all times, at some point, you're going to get caught.
True. I agree with you 100%, bro.
Yeah, but I think Devin Haney's a sharp fighter, man. I think that Devin Haney has a bright future. Where do you put Devin? With the top guys right now? And hold on, everybody, just so y'all know, I'm gonna put the link right here because before Rel go to that pool, I want y'all, if y'all got a question, y'all want to talk to Rasheem Jefferson directly, now is the time. I'm gonna let y'all come on the show, chop it up with us, unless you talk to Rel. Y'all can talk to me whenever. But Rel, where do you put him with the top people right now?
He right there. He up at the top. I put Teofimo, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, of course Lomo in there somewhere. Tank if he want to fight at 35. I think Tank fighting at 40 this one fight, he's gonna be hard to get back down to 30. I think he hits his 30 days goodbye. Put him up there with the top guys.
All right, let's go ahead and bring this guy in. We got Johnny Ortiz.
Yo,
Hey, Johnny, how are you there, Kyle?
what's good? What's good?
Hey, I seen him at the gym.
What up, Johnny? Where you at? You in Vegas?
Yeah, I'm in Vegas. Yeah, me and Ralph ran into each
Oh,
other
yeah,
at
so
the
y'all
gym.
went to the fight together.
Seen him at the gym.
Yeah, we was in the gym
okay.
together.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk to me, Johnny. What you saw yesterday, and what's your thoughts?
I was actually impressed. Devin Haney showed me more than usual. Fighting the inside, using his jab, going up down with it. He just got caught trying to do the shoulder roll, got timed right. Linares showed me you could tell Linares is older because he don't use his legs as much. Linares like to use his legs and angles. I didn't see that at Linares.
Right.
But all around, Devin Haney did a great performance, just got caught and got hurt. And then he did what everybody should do is when you hurt, you hold. And he knew what at the end of the fight, he knew he was up on points, so he did what he had to do. That's what average casual fans don't get.
Right. So where do you rank him right now with all the top guys? I mean, I know you got that personal relationship with Tank, even though Tank isn't technically 135 right now, but I know you got that personal relationship with him. I know you like Teofimo. Where do you rank him?
Oh, at 135?
Yeah.
He's for sure top 3 to 5, no debate. Right now. All the guys up there, you got Tank in the debate till Fimo. He still got Lomachenko. Who else? I like him over Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia only got a puncher's chance against him to be 100.
Right. My man Rel, my man Rel probably ran off to the pool. You heard? He just ran off to the pool.
No, he tried to get in. Surprise internet.
Hold on. I gotta kick somebody to bring my guy back in. Yeah, man.
Bro, what do you think about Devin Haney and Tank?
I think Devin Haney outboxed the hell out of the team.
It's tough, man. It's tough because Tank explosive and a naturally good counter puncher. I can see Tank having problems, but eventually
That's
going.
a hell of a fight. That's a hell of a fight. That's one of them fights I see Devin win until he get caught.
You know what? You want to know what's crazy, right?
But
I literally mentioned. I mentioned the coach.
Go to sleep or act crazy like he did last night. He was acting real crazy because he wanted to get the knockout.
Right.
You know what's crazy? Literally, like I mentioned to Coach Calvin and Lauren about bringing Sheem in for camp.
Yeah.
Then like 5 minutes later, Rel pop up and like, oh shit, I just mentioned your son and shit.
That's who they should have had.
Yeah, they need to bring him.
I had saw Micaiah Fox in there smart. I'm like,
yeah, I told him you need somebody tall with way more skill.
Yeah.
Right. So who wins, Teofimo or Devin Haney?
I'm gonna edge it to Teofimo.
Nah.
You thinking Devin?
You going with the power fighters, man. Boxing be power any speed, be power anytime. Timing be power at any time.
But I think Teofimo got the skill set to stick with him.
You never seen his skill set.
Is that Sheem in the back?
I see you, Lois. I see you.
He started with Teofimo. Everybody thought he looked bad and lost. So they
Right.
taught you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got Devin beating Lomachenko right now?
Keep saying that verified you.
Yeah. Cause Lomachenko, he going time Lomachenko with that jab all day.
Right.
I think Devin Haney make them fights boring, and that's how he gonna win them. He gonna do what Floyd did in his career.
Just come out here and shoot.
The beginning of the career, Floyd was explosive. Floyd was banging. Floyd was beating people up. At the end of his career, what he do? A boring fight. A low jab to the body. Low right hand. Check hook. For 6 rounds.
Yo, Johnny.
The thing I respect about Devin Haney, I seen him work like years ago. He was probably like 17, 18 at the time. He was struggling to fight in the inside. I was impressed that he actually was fighting in the inside. That's the main difference I seen in Devin Haney. People just like, oh, he supposed to got caught. He showed me more.
Yo, Johnny, let me bring somebody else in real quick so they can chop it with Rel, and I'm gonna bring you back in. You heard?
All right, that's a bet.
All right. We got people here waiting to talk to my man Rel. Lee, what up? Talk to me.
How you doing? I'm a big fan, Coach Anthony.
I appreciate it.
I think one thing that people don't understand is that, like, on your first, this is like his first real test was going against Linares. And in that 10th round, when he got hurt previously, I think clinching was a good move. I don't see why you would risk brawling with the dude and get cleaned. You know what I'm saying? The early rounds, he was really busy with the jab, controlling the distance. And he was also, I felt like his style was heavily optimized by like trying to do something different for the fans, because a lot of people, say he's a boring fighter, which I don't consider he's a boring fighter because I'm a student of the sport. So that's pretty much all I had to say. I think the clinching was fine. I think it was a good solution. Like what else do you want dude to do,
All right, that's a fact. All right, my brother, I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Have a good night.
All right.
Everybody say, man, I ain't waiting for the fans. I'm fighting myself. But you gotta fight for these fans, man. You gotta make them hate them, or you gotta make them love you.
All right, let's bring my man in here. What's going on, champ?
What's good? Look, I just want to come on real quick just to bring some context. I think everybody getting this wrong. Everybody getting this hate for Devin Haney wrong. We not hating on him because he was clinching.
Oh yeah, you was the main one saying that as a fight fan.
Yeah. It wasn't his intent. It was his method. You feel me? Like, I agree. You up. It's like football. You feel me? Like, if you up and the team rally back in the fourth quarter, just run the ball and run the clock out. I get that. It's his method of how he did it. Like, he got hurt at the end of the 10th round, right? The 11th round, he was still hurt, but he did way better in the 11th round than he did the 12th. Like, what the fuck happened? Like, it looked like in the 12th round, he was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm done with this fight. I'm about to just keep grabbing dude.
He got caught again in the 12th, though. That's what
Yeah,
happened.
like I watched it live. I got a DAZN subscription. Like if you watch that fight, he was just running up to dude and grabbing him. Wasn't no punches being thrown. Linares
No,
wasn't trying to get the inside. He was just running up and grabbing him. It's like, damn, bro,
no,
just,
he was smothering the power. He was smothering him and getting a shot in there and then grabbing him. That's what he was doing. Smart.
you you don't think it'd be possible just to use that dominant ass jab he had in the 12th round to just keep him at bay? Like something Floyd used to always do. People used to hate him. Oh, hey, Floyd dancing around the ring, but it was smart. But it was good to watch instead of seeing somebody just run up and hug somebody.
But guess what? Floyd wasn't never hurt. Or when Floyd was hurt by Mosley, what he do?
Mosley.
He grabbed him till he got himself back together. Devin Haney was hurt. You can't stay on the outside and use the jab and your brain going all types of, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get in there and close the gap and grab him.
So y'all didn't see you. So when you seen him grabbing him in the 12th round, you didn't think to yourself like, damn, dude, Devin, this look kind of bad.
I was there watching him. I was praying that he didn't get caught again.
Me too.
He was hurt.
Yeah, but that's all I had to say as a fan. The clinching, just the way he was clinching, just didn't look like I ain't never seen a motherfucker get booed like that bad for doing that because it just looked bad. Like it, what he was doing was smart. The way he was doing it just didn't look good at all. And he was just pissed that Gamboa was doing it to
I
him.
think it's one of those things where I just think it's one of those things where, as a fan, I understand the frustration, but as a fighter, as a coach, you got to do what you got to do
Oh
sometimes. You
no,
know what I'm saying?
100%. I feel you. I feel you. And to answer your question from like a while ago about Linares, I think he let Devin off the hook because he can still sell himself to get another opportunity to fight because he can keep saying none of these dudes knocked me out. None of these dudes, you know what I'm saying? Look, I went up against Devin and look, you know what I'm saying? I took him all 12 and I had him hurt. So let me get a next shot instead of going there and getting knocked the fuck out and then he really done. That's what I got to say about Linares too.
All right, champ. I appreciate you
Yep.
coming back.
Appreciate you, bro.
We got a question for you, Rel. Coach, could you ask Rel how hard is it to fight off the back foot? That is a very hard skill. I know you know what I'm saying. Yeah, boxing off the back foot. Go ahead, Rel. Handle that. Or just shut off the screen. Yeah. That's Rel's opinion on the back foot right there. Just gonna shut off the screen on you real quick. Just boop. There you go. He back. He back.
I'm bad. People keep
That's a tough.
it's not hard to fight off the back foot if that's what kind of fighter you are. But it's real hard if you're a walk forward front foot fighter. That's all I gotta say. It depends on what attributes you got, but it's always good to have that limited skill in your arsenal. Know what I'm saying?
Now, what was your thoughts about Devin Haney going on the inside yesterday? Obviously he didn't have to. You know what I mean? I felt like he chose to.
He didn't have to, and he chose to against the right opponent. Know what I'm saying? Teofimo or any of the top dogs would have probably knocked Devin Haney out. Know what I'm saying? So with Linares being old, Linares being smaller, that was a great decision to outbox him a little bit, put him to sleep, then wake him back up on the inside. Give him a little bit of something that he liked to do, bang. And that's what he did. And he mastered it to the last 2 rounds.
We got another question for you. Coach, ask Rel about Devin Haney being able to make optimum, I'm guessing he means optimum use of his power. Not sure what you mean. I don't know. Maybe you get what he's saying, Rel?
Yeah, I mean, he's still a baby. He only 21, 22. He been turned pro at 17, 18. He a baby. He don't got his mainstreams yet. But I mean, he been boxing, so boxing, he mastered the boxing craft so much he don't need power. Boxing ain't about power. We know the fans want to see knockouts. The fans want to see people hurt, but if you ain't blessed with power, you ain't gonna be a power puncher.
Right. Yeah, man. I mean, yo, he was cracking. He was cracking Linares, yo. Like the way he was hitting him, I was like, Jesus Christ. I'm surprised he didn't get the stoppage to keep it a buck.
Linares tough.
You know what I mean? So do you think, oh man, everybody's going to talk about his chin now. Do you think he's chinny or do you think he just got clipped? Because a lot of people going to assume now because he got hurt in a fight. Before we talk about that, you fought, what, 16 professional fights? Did you get 17?
Yeah.
How many times have you been in that situation where you were hurt, felt like you had to tie up or whatnot?
None. I was retarded. When I did get dropped, I was rumbling. Like I'm gonna get mine back. But
Yeah, you wouldn't have fought the way you would give advice right now. Like the advice you would give a guy is tie up, be smart, hold on.
right.
You was like, fuck that, I'm a fight. So you was the fans fighter.
Like you knock me down, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. That's how I felt.
Yo, everybody know that about you too, man. That's why when the dude asked you about the back foot, I started laughing because I'm like, Rel wasn't really a back foot guy. He coming to rumble with your ass from the very jump. Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all got a question for Rasheem Jefferson, man, this is the time. I try to bring official people on here that you can learn from. So now will be a real good time. Akula, I got you, man. Yeah, man. Yo, man, I'm real impressed with Devin Haney. I think that's the final answer to the whole thing. I think I'm real impressed with Devin Haney, and I'm disappointed with the fans who basically didn't appreciate what he did yesterday. But let's talk about something a little different real quick. Let's talk about this week, man. The Mayweather Logan Paul joint. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be all over that on my Instagram, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all want to go ahead and chime in, I'm gonna be part of that whole mess. What's your thoughts about that, Rel, as a fighter who really fought? A lot of people don't like the fact that Floyd Mayweather's doing this. What's your thoughts on it, and give your opinion on what you think about the fight?
My thoughts on Logan Paul, Jake Paul, KSI, man. The internet has made it easy to make money. Made it easy to create your own business. Y'all people that still out here hating on other motherfuckers getting money or other motherfuckers promoting themselves or trying to get money, y'all weird. Well, how can you hate Floyd Mayweather that went 49-0 as a professional boxer? Got his 50th win through Conor McGregor, made $100 million or more. Know what I'm saying? About to make $100 million more or more. How can you hate on that? How can you hate on somebody making money? I don't care what they was doing. If they was cleaning the ring after every round, guess what? They making money. They hustling. If me and you could say, if me and you could on your YouTube channel, right? Big up a fight against me and you for $300 million. What would you do? Would you give a freak about what everybody else gotta say?
No, no.
Boxing day coach, they hating.
Right.
They hating. I mean, it's a way for people to get money. That's why Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, get your followers up. You don't know what come off of that. You know how many people was bums on the street, but they was funny. Now they making money just through Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. So it's just another outlet to make money. Everybody don't gotta work for another person or work at McDonald's for another corporation or anything to make money. It's just open outlets to get yourself out there. Simple. And you
Got
can.
So, how do you see the fight going? And do you think Floyd's really going to try to go for it?
I thought he probably was going to just do what he do, But man, I'm down here training with that boy. He trained hard.
So you think he really coming? You think he really coming? You think he really coming to hurt the boy? Because it seems like a lot of people thought that shit was like a little bit funny and fake, but I don't think it was. I think that shit was actually real.
They got your head fucked Floyd up, piss him off. So yeah, he gonna go crazy.
You think he gonna stop him?
Yeah, he gonna try at least.
Do you think that Logan Paul actually has what it takes to survive?
No.
You don't think that the fact that he weighs 200 and whatever pounds is gonna make a difference? The fact that he's 6 foot something is gonna make a difference?
Does that make a difference with me and you?
Yeah.
I think that athleticism with Floyd Mayweather gonna get him over it.
Right.
And look, you remember me and you spar. You know what I'm saying? You did what you did, but when you got tired, what happened?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was, and I think Floyd Mayweather got that same mindset. He gonna go and let Logan Paul throw what he gonna throw, slip it, roll it, do whatever he gotta do. Then second and third round, Logan Paul ain't gonna believe that he really in the ring fighting Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? And all that pressure gonna overcome it. Take over.
Right. I think
Lil Sheen said he gonna knock Floyd out.
he gonna knock Floyd out? Damn. Let me ask you a question. Who wins right now? Prime Little Sheen. Is he prime yet? Is he in his prime yet?
He a bum, man. Go ahead, Prime Little Sheen or what?
Or Floyd Mayweather right now. This version of Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, Prime me?
Yeah, you right now.
Me?
I saw King in this one, Macau Fox. I would have loved Sheen for Sheen to get that break. But
right. Hold on, we gotta bring this guy back in. He's sitting there patiently waiting. Look at this guy. Yeah, this guy.
No, I just signed back on like 3 minutes ago.
All right, talk to me.
I don't know. I left, got something to eat real quick, like 10 minutes. What's popping?
Yeah, so you'll talk. What your thoughts about this weekend, man? You excited about Floyd Logan Paul?
Am I excited?
Yeah.
I'm more excited about Jared Hurd versus Louis Aries as a boxing fan, but I mean, I respect the shit out of Floyd for it. Can't respect somebody getting a free $300 million.
He gonna have Miami lit. You know what I mean? He bring entertainment. I'm actually excited because next week I got something to do.
Logan Paul, think about it, it's Logan Paul. It's entertainment.
You going down?
It's funny. I have this conversation with people like a lot of fighters. Let's give you an example like Boots. I'll be telling Boots, you really need to concentrate on the social media and your branding because it's either you want to be like a Floyd where people know you skillful and want to fight you because they get money, or be like a Demetrius Andrade where they can find ways to avoid you. Because your brand presence, these promoters, they don't care how skilled you is, how good you is. If you don't bring nobody to the seats, they ain't gonna focus on you. You see Eddie Hearn has Canelo and he was telling Boo Boo to leave.
Right.
So, these situations, just boxers just need to take advantage of YouTube. Social media is another platform. And Logan Paul showing it. So as boxers, I could personally see why boxers is mad because they've been like, I've been doing this all my life, going through the amateurs, really. And then there's the guy who's a YouTuber, probably been boxing for the last year, getting a Floyd fight. But they should know when you go into the pro game, it's not just about fighting, it's about a whole brain. It ain't like the NFL or the NBA. Once you make it, it's tops as promoters. So they trying to get the most money as possible and fill up seats.
Yeah, so you see the question, bro. What's next for Jefferson Jr.?
He might be going on that veto card, or he going in Florida in August.
Bro, is she going to the gym?
She is on vacation.
Tell him we about to line it up in the gym.
He the weirdest dude ever, bro.
What's he doing right now? He's just chilling over there.
Down talking on the phone with his girlfriend.
How,
Oh man.
Where?
how long he out there?
We out here till Tuesday. I
Tuesday.
got I got Quadir Albright making his pro debut in Philly Friday.
Okay.
Right.
Keon, what up, bro?
Yeah, cause I about to say if he out there, I can call Coach Calvin and tell him to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's what it is, man. I'm gonna be talking crazy about this Logan Paul Floyd fight. I'm gonna have fun with that shit. You know what I mean? Get some traffic to my page. You know how I do.
What
But
do you think about what's his name popped on them steroids? Pascal.
yeah, you know what? That's a good one. I'm glad you brought that up.
That's
I can't believe it.
He went on a winning streak too.
You know what's crazy?
So what happens to the Marcus Brown fight? Like, do we overturn that?
Probably. We don't know how long he been doing it.
But you can't. He
Too
ain't get,
long, right? It was too long.
if he ain't get busted back then for it, they can't go back. That's like in court. If you get out for a drug package, but you got 3 packages from the same place. They can't put them 3 packages on you because you ain't get popped for it.
But just in the back of your head, you're gonna be like, yo, he just went on his winning streak out of nowhere. He probably was on that shit during his last 3-4 fights.
Marcus Brown on that already. Yo, that bub gave my belt back. Them my guys, I'll be up there next week, but June.
What about who y'all taking out? Louis DeCubas and Herb.
I don't like how they took the dog out of Hers. I think Hers was a big 54-pounder that was walking through shit and walking shit down, and he was like a monster. He was like somebody that you hit with all your power, all your might, and he just keep walking to you. Matter of fact, like that Matthias, the boy who fought the other night, you know that that killed the boy and he beat Iceman.
I'm trying to think who else fighting coming up. I heard J-Rock back on the 10 card, I think.
It's good. See my boy back in action.
Who else? Damn, who else? What about that? What's his name? Is fighting the dude that beat J-Rock, the Dominican dude.
Oh yeah.
Erickson Lubin.
Yeah.
That's a good fight. That's a good fight. I like that fight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with Lubin though. I think Lubin.
About that. I think Lubin, from getting knocked out by Charlo, to Lubin a lot, man.
But low key, Lubin got hurt by Gaucher.
I didn't see that.
Do you think Elite is going to avoid Gerondas like they did Andre? If you don't build,
you know what? This is a good question. Yo, real.
Of course. Why would they fight?
Bro, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a real question about about Boots Ennis, about Jerron Ennis. And I know you biased, but I want to know a different angle. Where does Boots rank, in your opinion, in the Philadelphia fighting history from what you've seen so far? Like you grew up in Philly, you fought in Philly, you sparred everybody in Philly. You seeing Boots coming up. How does Boots do in your era, and how does Boots and where do you rank him as talent goes in Philadelphia? We're not gonna talk about the world. I just want to know about Philly.
Oh, in my era of Philly?
Just period. From what you know about Philly to right now, where does Boots rank?
Oh man, Philly got real fighters. Even the fighters that didn't make none of this stuff. Still bang. You know what I'm saying? But he up there.
He's up there with he's as good as anybody you've seen. He ready for the top dogs right now? He ready for the top dogs right now? He's ready for Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, and them guys right now? Do you think he needs a couple more fights?
I think he stopped Errol Spence.
You think he stops Errol Spence?
Yeah. Me, myself, I don't think Errol Spence is the same fighter. And you know, Coach Anthony, I was in the same type of accident. Only thing is, they're saying that he didn't break no bones. And they're saying that he don't have no problem. Bro, you get thrown out of a window of a car, what's gonna happen? You gonna be alright?
That's a bad joint.
You know what I'm saying? And listen, Tion Kennedy, blind in one eye. Blind. Last fight for Rigondeaux, got caught with every left hand. Rigondeaux threw, because he was blind in one eye, but the doctor was paid to pass him. The doctor was paid to pass the eye exam. Come on, man. Look at Earl Spence when he do an interview. Look, he don't want to look up at the camera.
Couple more fight.
So you think Pacquiao's gonna beat him?
Yeah, I think Danny should have beat him if Danny would have left his hands go. And I think Danny fight was a win-win fight. They beat Danny, they come back, they beat the top heavyweight. I mean welterweight. Knowing that Danny don't have the output to hurt him. You know what I'm saying? Or to exploit any of the injuries that did have. Right? He lose to Danny, he come back, he fight the top welterweight and lose. Win-win. You know what I'm saying?
You want to be 100 with Boots? It's hard to find flaws in them.
Yeah.
It's real hard to find flaws in him. If he gets hit, it's because he's bored. Or he's really just don't respect the power.
And he could take a punch. He could take a punch.
Yeah. He
like if you like all time, like let's see, like Bernard Hopkins, all them, Boots is more skilled than all of them. No disrespect, but it's just to be all honest.
I don't know, man. Bernard Hopkins was a monster. I think you're forgetting about that young Bernard Hopkins.
I'm talking about young Bernard. Boots got way more tools than a young Bernard Hopkins.
But I think older Bernard Hopkins is better than young Bernard Hopkins.
Bernard Hopkins is a beast.
We talking about the Bernard. I'm talking about Bernard Hopkins that beat Trinidad. Boots got way more tools.
Exactly.
Yeah, he got more tools. He definitely has more tools.
All them guys.
But a lot of guys have more tools than Bernard Hopkins. A lot of guys did, and Bernard Hopkins knew how to use the tools he had.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? To the max.
Let's be 100. How many fighters, maybe De La Hoya, that had the skill as Bernard that he fought?
Say that again?
Besides Roy Jones, like De La Hoya, how many guys you would say have the skills that he fought as to equal up with Bernard?
What? Who Bernard?
Winky Wright, you got De La Hoya, you got Roy Jones. Besides that, I think Bernard was way more technically skilled than everybody he fought, including Tarver.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. And he reigned that middleweight forever.
Who's the dude? He beat somebody 3 times.
He reigned that middleweight forever. So that what that tells me is that's how good he was. But listen, Boots is good. Boots is good. He just got to get the fight so he can prove it.
Who gonna prove it? Everybody fight, he gonna demolish him, right? Until he step in with them top 4 guys.
But Coach A, I told you, like, when was it? Like, maybe it was definitely probably like 4 or 5 years ago. You remember I came in the gym and was like, yo, Boots is more skilled than Terrence Crawford. You was like, for real? Then I think you probably seen it at the Raymond Serrano fight. That dude is just different.
I think Terrence Crawford is the
Terrence Crawford's another guy who doesn't amaze me until you see him get in the ring with somebody on his level. Then all of a sudden he shows it. It's like Terrence Crawford. If you look from the outside, he'll fool you. He looks
I think they
beatable
both.
until you get in the ring with him. You know what I mean?
Put it. Boots is like a Terrence Crawford on steroids. Do everything better, more explosive, sharper, better defenses, reflexes, bigger, natural, stronger, more pop. And Boots, and the crazy thing about Boots is he's one of them fighters that don't have to really plant to have power.
That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna be the shocker with them guys, bro. He explosive and he don't stop, bro.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
what impresses me the most about Boots. What impresses me the most is the fact that he brings it to his opponent and he don't have to.
His explosiveness don't stop.
Oh, lanky, aggressive, goes to the body. You know what I'm saying? Switches southpaw.
if you match up with Earl, what can Earl really like when you think about matchup? Don't be biased. Earl and Boots. Earl come forward. He ain't gonna outwork Boots like he outworks
Earl gonna
all his
come
opponents.
at guard and Boots gonna punch through it.
Go through angles. It's gonna be difficult. And then Boots got a longer reach.
The only problem is that Boots has to fight somebody with a better. I mean, the guy that he fought was good. The most recent opponent. But we need somebody better.
But
like,
to be honest with you,
Nobody
looking at
better except for them top 4 guys.
that's what I'm saying. But the top 4 guys, what you got? Who's the top 4 guys in your opinion? You got Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. Who's the other 2?
you're gonna have to put Keith Thurman,
Sean Porter,
Keith Thurman.
Keith Thurman. All them guys have fought good guys, like top guys.
But remember, they all came up in the era with each other.
That's what I'm saying. Boots, unfortunately, hasn't fought a level of that level yet.
But Lipinets was a legit top 10.
Who gonna do it? They say Lipinets gonna do it. Stop him. They say the other kid never been stopped but once. Stop him. Later, Earl Smith stopped him. Earl Boots stopped him early. You know what I'm saying?
You know, we got Keon in the building.
What's good? What's good? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Go ahead. What's your opinion, man? What's your opinion on what we're talking about?
Man, I think Boots is a special talent, man. I definitely agree. I think he stops Errol. And the thing is, I really like Errol.
What makes you think he's gonna stop Errol?
You know what it is?
My question, what has Errol shown that makes you say he's gonna stop him?
So Errol's biggest problem, I think, is that he starts too slow. He starts slow in a lot of fights, and it takes him time to adjust. I think Boots is one of those fighters where I just think Boots is a really bad fight for him, because when he tries to adjust later on in the fight, Boots is one of those fighters that he can adjust his style, whether he chooses to go conventional, whether he chooses to go southpaw, whether he's going to throw combinations, whether he's going to pop shot you, he's going to fight inside or outside. I think it makes it a little bit more difficult to try and adjust to. And I think Errol Spence has shown in the past, just like with the Kell Brook fight, that early on he can have trouble until he makes the adjustments.
But
then he figures you out.
If you go back and look at that Danny fight, Danny hurt Earl, made Earl respect. Remember, Earl turned his back a little bit, like, oh, I need to get away from this shit when he caught him. You ain't gonna do that against Boots.
You ain't doing that against Boots, and I find it. I think it's really hard. Now,
hold on, for the people who, just so y'all know, Johnny's from Philly, Rel's from Philly, Keon is damn near from Philly. So we got Philadelphia bias in the building.
No.
Nah, bro.
Never biased.
Now listen, I love Boots too. I think Boots is the truth, and I'm not disagreeing, but I just want the people out there to know that this is Philadelphia to the core right here. So you ain't gonna get nothing else out of these guys. You know what I'm saying? Other than Boots is the best. Go ahead, continue.
I didn't think Danny from Philly too.
I never said Danny was gonna be Earl.
I didn't think he'd be Earl just because of what I
That's
told
because
you.
Danny already had lost a couple times, so y'all
It's
already.
not. You're not
It's
talking.
not
You're
that.
looking at
It's
the
styles.
style.
Styles make fights, and not only that, I just believe that some people are just naturally gifted. Like I met Boots when Boots had 3 fights at the Nationals, 3 amateur
Listen,
fights at the
listen.
Nationals, destroying people.
At 36 fights.
I just
36
think some people are just special,
Olympic
and I
All-Star.
just think he's one of those.
He won 4 national titles his first year out.
Now, what do you think is the reason for that, bro? How does a kid like Ruh with such a limited amateur background do so well?
Because he grew up in the gym.
Yeah, he been boxing forever. I think what Boots started boxing when he was little.
He came up behind his dad, his brother, his other brother, Pooh and Farah, Anthony Thompson, Demetrius Thompson, me, Outlaw, everybody, all the Philly good guys. He was on.
I need some way of knowing who that is. Somebody said Lipinets' ass.
Boost made Lipinets look ass. That dude ain't ass. He had a
He
tough
not.
fight with Mikey. The knockdown was the main difference with Mikey. Retired Lamont Peterson. Was a 140 champion. That's not ass. Most people wouldn't have got Lipinets out of here like that. That's including Crawford and including Earl. Because Lipinets is on like the same level with Mean Machine. What's the other dude that Benavidez? Lipinets is right there.
Now, Gary Russell's brother fought yesterday. I missed it.
He looked good.
I heard
He's another
He
one
looked
who
good.
fought Boots in the amateurs. Right? Didn't they trade victories?
He fought Boots like 3 times. He beat Boots.
All 3?
Yeah, he
No,
beat
No, I think
he
they went
beat
like 2 and 3 or something like that.
yeah,
2-1.
2-1.
Now, how's he translating in the pros right now? Because I haven't seen him yet.
He actually looked good. A little bit different than he did in the amateurs. In the amateurs, he was more of like a walk him down style, real rugged. But you could tell he had a lot of speed. Now you're starting to see him box a little bit more, but he just not active. Just like his brother, he just not active.
Yeah, but when they come, they come.
They come, yeah, they come ready.
I think within the next 2-3 fights, you're gonna see him in title range because he just fought the dude that fought Broner, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, they talking about that fight with trying to get a fight with him and Broner.
Broner not gonna take that. Once again, Gary Antoine don't got no brain, just like his older brother.
Yeah,
they can fight their ass off, that whole family.
Yeah, and that's what I love. I love Boots, but I also feel like Boots right now doesn't have a big enough brand to force those bigger fights.
Trust me, when I speak to Boots, I probably get on his nerves to talk about brand.
Yeah, but that's most fighters. Like y'all was saying earlier, a lot of fighters don't know the business side of it, and they think fighting is their only job, and it isn't.
Man, you talking about, man, I ain't in that shit.
You have to be, man. And if not you, then your manager. Because your manager is the person that's supposed to be marketing and promoting you, not just your promoter. But that's a whole nother side.
But we know, not to get deep into but managers and promoters, especially a manager, they for their own will.
Yeah, that's a whole nother topic because that's when like contracts they supposed to have. Yeah, operations.
Everyone at 147 ducking Boots, they all know what's up. Just like how everyone's ducking Bud Crawford.
I don't think they ducking Boots though. I don't know if they're ducking Boots. I just feel like it's not a smart fight. And I think like on the last live that you had, Coach Anthony, you was talking about, you know, this era and the last era, and you know, people not fighting who, and it was for glory, and you know that this generation they have a little more control and they're a little bit smarter. Like they're not all glory or all business. You kind of can't have both. I feel like that's kind of where we at, is the fighters have a choice and they can back that up with the fact that Boots doesn't probably bring enough fan base, right? He doesn't have a big enough audience. mean, he's not gonna
You know
bring
what's
in a
crazy
ton of
about
money.
Boots? You know what's crazy about Boots? When I see Boots post on Instagram, all the fighters show him love. He's like
Yes.
your favorite fighter's favorite fighter right now.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
what it looks like
100%.
for Boots. Like you see all the fighters commenting, showing love. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if you're a fighter, you really know what he's doing. And you know, and it's the truth, man. Boots is really a fantastic young fighter. I just want to see him fight somebody. And I know it's not his fault. You feel me? But for the fans out there, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, I mean, how do we get that for Boots? What do we got to do? Do we got to like have a petition sign? Like, what we got to do for Boots? Like, talk to me, man. Because
But how Boots is moving right now, he gonna just have to go into mandatory position. I think after his next fight, he'll be in mandatory position. Maybe if he do something with Al and like Cam Duncan on the back end, they probably if Al favors it and wants to back him, if they'll probably put him against you guys. But you guys not gonna take that fight. But what's the guy? He got a long last name with A. He fought Luis Collazo. I think Boots probably gonna end up having to fight him for the mandatory position. And what I think is once Boots is in that mandatory position, Earl gonna give that title up.
You think he gonna vacate the title to do something else, or you think he gonna fight him?
He gonna vacate that title because if he beats Manny Pacquiao, next fight for him is Crawford to move up.
Yeah.
We just need you guys, Thurman, Jesse Vargas, Lipinets ass. Lipinets is right on Jesse Vargas level, probably even better than Jesse Vargas
100%.
right now.
100% on Jesse Vargas level.
Brand night. Boots versus Mike Garcia. Mike Garcia not gonna take that.
And Mikey Garcia too small.
Getting stopped in that fight.
Yeah, that's
too
a bad
small.
fight.
Mikey
Mike's
Garcia
my guy.
too small.
No, hell no.
Yeah, it'll look just like the fight that he just had. It'll be very similar to that.
That's a bad John.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. To make that fight happen, I think for Boots to start getting these bigger fights, I think it is gonna start with how he's marketed from this point on. I think in like you said, in the boxing world, everybody know about him. But how do we get him to be known outside of the boxing world? Like everybody mad at the Paul brothers and all of them for getting big name fights and making big money. But I mean, when you bring an audience of millions and millions of people with you, you can make anything happen.
Boots, he's low key slowing up, but he's getting there. Like after the last fight, he probably 40K more people followed him. But what I tell Boots is it's not an off season. When it comes to Brandon 24/7, you need to keep that. Keep on doing the interviews. Keep on going out there. Boots don't go to fights. He needs to go to these big fights. He needs to be at the Logan Paul. He needs to have the media in his face daily. Because to be 100 with you, if you study Mikey Garcia's algorithm, it's because Ellie was in his face every day.
Every day. But he lived at their gym. He lived at their gym, basically. He did a show for them.
So that's
are y'all going to Miami? Are y'all going to Miami this week?
I'm going to find out within the next couple of days.
Are you going, bro?
No, I got to fight in Philly Friday.
Oh, who's fighting?
Wow, making his pro debut.
Oh.
I have to come back out Vegas early next week too for the Penguins camp basketball.
Okay.
Yeah, I want Vegas next week too, cause I wanted to go to Shakur fight, but I'm going up camp with Vito Melnicki.
You said you're going to camp with him? You're gonna be helping him out?
Yeah.
That's good. I like that.
How you think Shakur line up against them 35s if he was to move up?
I don't think he move up.
I don't think he should move up. But if he did move up, I'll be honest, I think he's, and of course this is biased, but I think he smoked those dudes.
I think Shakur's the type of guy to adapt, man, even to the size. You know what I'm saying? Shakur's the truth, man.
Shakur got the size to fight at 35, like height wise.
Yeah, he got the height wise. I just don't. He's not there solid. He's not solid enough yet. Like he's gotten more solid since he's turned pro, but I don't think he's not at 35 yet. Couple fights.
What you think, bro?
I agree with what Keon just said. He got bigger, but 35, man, you gotta understand they walking around at 60, 65. I mean, coming down, they rehydrating up back up to 50. Shakur be rehydrating up 38, 40. You know what I'm
What
saying?
what do y'all think about Shakur versus Tank?
Shakur versus Tank. I've seen, man, sparring is always different, right?
Yeah.
I seen them spar a few times. Of course, it was when they was way younger, so it's a totally different story. But
How'd that go? How'd that go? Give me the background on that.
it was actually some pretty good smart. Of course, early on in his career, Tank was so much older and bigger than him that he was just kind of like playing with Core. But I mean, later on, you start to get where Core really start to find himself, because when Core turned 15, 16, and he started winning those international tournaments, you start to see a different side of Core where he learned how to pick you apart. He could literally just move and kind of run and pick you apart the entire time, not giving you time to set. So you see sometimes he Tank will overwhelm him a little bit with power, but that's when they was like way younger. I think right now, if Tank fights the way that he fights, he'll never get the chance to knock Core out. He'll land the big shot, but I think condition in the kick in. Core is usually really, really good condition. I think he'll probably get hurt, but he could weather the storm and keep him at bay enough, because his distance and timing is impeccable.
Somebody said Gary Antoine
Gary
Russell.
Antoine Russell beat Boots.
Boots will beat Gary Antoine
Not
Russell.
in the pros.
Yeah, no, that's a bad stuff.
Not in the pros. Oof.
And did it with a fan base behind him. The judges, the referees, everybody behind him. Listen,
Yeah, that'd be
I
oof.
seen it with my own eyes. Boots hit him with a hook. They gave Boots 8 count.
I got Shakur beating Tank by decision, the smartest
Look,
out of all
with
the
my
yards.
own eyes, Boots hit him with a hook, flew him into the rope. The referee gave Boots 8 count. Swear to God.
I heard when Boost beat him that he almost stopped him.
Yeah. You know
Like
what
Gary
I
was
think
definitely
about
hurt.
that though? I think they had the wrong game plan. The first night Boots beat him up, let me try Boots boxing. Boxed his eyes out. Right? And when Gary won the losers bracket, when Russell won the losers bracket, I thought he lost one of them fights. Right? I think it was against Africa, right, Sheen? Who was it?
The last one, I thought he edged it out, but they just gave it to Gary Antoine.
Yeah, they gave it to him. So then Boo's dad said, yo, this that guy. They trying to make that brother thing. You got to walk him down. You know what I'm saying? And they got Boots out of his game. And I think Russell was a little bit busier than him. That
Tank
last fight,
gonna catch aggravated assault against Shakur.
See, Tank can make a lot of fights happen, because I think Tank has ascended himself into like the mainstream. Like, people who not boxers know who Tank is.
For
Soft
sure.
rip. Like my sister, like, oh, that guy Gervonta Davis. I'm like, you don't even know boxing. Never heard you talk about boxing before.
Think
You don't
about it.
even know. Yeah.
Besides Ryan Garcia, probably Tank right now is the second most that get posted on like the Shade Room, whatever outlets.
Yeah,
And
everything. Yeah,
he's
outlets,
always in the
everything.
cloudy, the girls he's talking to, everything, just being around rappers and the urban. He's the big right now. Right now, Tank is the biggest urban like community fighter right now is Tank.
Yeah. I think it's who in that division who beats Teofimo Lopez.
That's a good question, man.
Tough fight.
I want to see what Teofimo looks like in his next fight.
Yeah.
It's hard, man. It's hard to tell, man.
It's hard.
To be honest with you, if they went right into a rematch, I would have probably favored Lomachenko.
Oh no, I would have favored Lomachenko in a rematch, because I feel like Lomachenko would have took risk earlier. Like, I look at that fight, even though I respect and I gotta give credit where credit due to Teo for sticking to the game plan in boxing and using the jab early to kind of make him think twice, and also always stepping off on the angle, not stepping straight back. I know how difficult that could be against somebody like Lomachenko, so I give him the credit for it. But I don't look at that fight as he beat Lomachenko. I really look at it as Lomachenko beat himself. Because if you look at after round 6 to what, round 11, he destroyed Teo.
Destroyed Teofimo worse than Teofimo beat him
Yeah,
early.
he beat the brakes off him. So I think that was just a matter of like poor judgment. I don't know if he is trying to take him into deep water to see if he tire out.
My only thing to say on the double advocate side of thing is when Teofimo, he started opening up on Teofimo in the later rounds, he got hurt again. He got hurt. So what happens if he opens up sooner? Does he get hurt sooner?
We don't know.
It could go either way.
Yeah, it
It's
could go
possible,
either way.
Lomachenko found his confidence. It'll be the second time around would have definitely been way more difficult because Lomachenko would be right at him at the beginning.
I think if it happened again right after, I think somebody would have gotten stopped. I don't know who. It would have been either Loma taking more chances, and if he was taking more chances and he didn't get stopped, he probably could have stopped Teo, because I thought he was about to stop Teo in some of those later rounds. It was starting to look bad. But it also opens up where if you're going to take that chance and try and stop somebody, you could possibly get knocked out when you got somebody who got, the type of speed, accuracy, and power that Teo has.
I would love to see Teo and Tank. That would be a banger right there.
Ooh. And they got a little bit of bad blood from that sparring clip. Whew.
I would love to see that.
Teo and Tank.
Yeah.
It's crazy because like a lot of people ask me about Ryan Garcia, and it sucks, but I don't even have Ryan Garcia in the mix with any of those dudes.
No, he only has
How
puncher's
could
chance.
you
That's
not?
it.
Why not?
How could you not? How could you not, bro?
You know why? Because
you're a pretty boy. That's why. Don't nobody want to get a pretty boy love. It's like Drake.
Oh no, not at all. Because you know what it is? I love the fact that Ryan Garcia has kind of mastered the business and marketing side of fighting while still maintaining being a fighter and coming to each fight prepared. I love that aspect of it. My thing with him is that he just has too big of a hole in his defense, and his chin is always in the air.
But
so I don't know. I don't care.
What would y'all think is funny? Because
so.
this is a funny matchup because Tank mentioned it before. I didn't even know that Mikey even was interested. So Tank fighting at 140 and Mikey drops down to 140. Who y'all got?
Say that one more time, Johnny. My bad.
Tank mentioned
Mikey
it to
Garcia and Tank at 140.
I guess, yeah, somebody mentioned
Garcia and Tank. Oh, I got
at 140.
I got Tank.
I don't know. That's tough.
I got Tank. I don't know if Mikey Garcia could take a shot.
Go with Tank because it'll be just like whatchamacallit going to 160 fighting Triple G and coming back down to 47.
Yeah, I don't know. I got Tank, man.
I think Tank's too versatile for Mikey Garcia. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still trying to see if Mikey Garcia really, really could take a punch. Like, I don't know. I'm not sold on his chin yet.
I mean, he got cracked a couple times.
He got knocked down a few times too.
I know when he tried to tell me when he got knocked down before off his weight. You know,
Mikey Garcia.
He used to have to drain himself a lot to make 126.
Yeah, that could be it. Yeah, that'd definitely drain you when you're trying to make weight. That's the worst part of boxing.
I mean, the crazy thing is he told me that Earl didn't really hurt him. He was like he felt Lipinez's power more than Earl. You know, Earl was punching on him.
Yeah, Earl was trying to get that knockout. He felt like it. I felt like he thought if he didn't get that knockout, it didn't make it a credible win.
Right.
Yeah, I don't have Ryan Garcia in there though. Like,
nah, I do. I think Ryan Garcia's in there. It's just
I get what he's trying to say though. Like, I don't have Ryan Garcia beating any of the guys we talk about when it comes to Teofimo, Tank.
I think it's
Devin.
too much. It's too much power.
Hold on. We can't say that because Ryan Garcia has a good chance against Devin Haney.
He got punches.
Yeah, he
He got
got
a good
puncher's
chance
chance.
against Devin Haney, and he got a
Puncher's
good
chance.
chance against I think he got a good chance against any of them.
You think
He
Ryan
got
Garcia can
punches
box with
chance
them guys?
against anybody.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
I guess when you could
he's
punch like that, you got a puncher's chance against anybody.
fast, he's sharp. You know what I'm saying? He's a good fighter. I don't know why.
I don't think his overall ability matched them guys, but he got
Me
his
either.
punches chance.
What do you
I
mean?
think
He got great ability.
because I think when you think of, I think about it like you got the elite level, right? Elite level fighters, and then you got A rank fighters, and then you got B rank fighters. I got Ryan Garcia like an A rank, and I have them guys right now as they're trending more towards the
I,
elite side of it. Like he has fundamental holes in his game that stop you from being an elite level fighter. And this is gonna sound crazy, but like I look, it's hard to say this, but I look at him with the whole of having your chin up like a John Thompson type guy. You could have top tier talent, but that chin in the air and you getting clipped in it is not gonna matter. Same thing as like a
Hold
Amir
on.
Khan.
But Reynoso and I'm gonna fix that.
I hope. See, and here's my thing. I love that he with Eddie Reynoso, but I don't care how good of a trainer you are. Some things you can't fix.
he been eating that
Some
Mexican
things with
beef.
some people, some things with some people you can't fix because we seen that Andy Ruiz was with him and he didn't look like a completely different fighter,
Yeah,
but
but
it was the first time.
this what I
It's
don't like
time.
though. This what I don't like, man. Everybody when Andy Ruiz was Andy Ruiz was big, fat, out of shape,
He
coming to
was.
fight. Now you slim all this weight off of him, trying to get him nice and trim, and now he look like shit. Let that man be the fat fuck he was when he on the
Exactly.
belt.
That's how I felt. Let him be fat and just let him be a dog. Teach him the
Remington
technical side of
Jazz
it because
Simple.
Devin
it was
body.
still working for him.
Will take the fight over. The thing is, Devin won't be there for Ryan to easily hit him in the body. And I think Devin Haney got way more of a calculated jab than Ryan Garcia.
Yeah. Here's my thing with Eddie Reynoso training Ryan Garcia. I feel like for fighters, the only time a trainer can truly fix issues that a fighter have is if the fighter truly feels like they
Yes.
have an issue.
Yes.
And I don't feel like Ryan Garcia feels like he has issues and holes in his game. He just feel like at certain times he makes mistakes. Because if anything, he wouldn't have been fighting the same way that he fought that fight. Even once he got clipped, he continued making that same mistake. And it's like, I don't know. But of course, I'm not him. I'm not in his mind, so I can't say that for sure. But that's my thought process on it.
I just think that Ryan Garcia got puncher's chance, but any against some guys, I'm not favoring Ryan Garcia to beat any of the guys we mentioned, just off of just all around ability.
No. But I think anybody else outside of those dudes, I think Ryan Garcia could smash.
Ryan Garcia was going to have a hard fight with Fortuna. You don't think Fortuna was going to give Ryan Garcia a good fight?
Honestly, I wanted to see that fight so bad because I think Javier Fortuna got sneaky power. So after him getting knocked down, I wanted to see, I wanted to see how he would deal with it because Javier Fortuna, he could take a punch at times unless you gonna knock him out. Like Sosa hit, so when Sosa hurt him, he was hurt, but he wasn't really like hurt. They stopped the fight, but like he wasn't knocked out. I feel like maybe he probably could have picked himself back up, and I seen him fight some rugged fighters and weather the storm. So I would have loved to see that fight because I know he wouldn't have cared about anything that he wouldn't have respected Ryan Garcia, and Luke Campbell respected him way too much.
Who don't like Ryan
You know he
Garcia?
about to fight Jojo Diaz. Fortuna.
Who? Fortuna about to fight Jojo Diaz?
Yep.
At 130?
I believe at 30. I'm not sure. That's a good question. He's on the undercard of somebody. Was it the Longoria fight?
I got JoJo in that one.
You got JoJo on that one?
JoJo ass, bro.
Yeah, but I think he beats Fortuna.
Hell no, bro.
You got Fortuna beating JoJo?
Yes.
You know what it is about JoJo? JoJo don't like when fighters make it ugly though, like real ugly. He don't like it. He don't like sloppy fighting. And Javier Fortuna is gonna make it really ugly and make it sloppy. He
JoJo
just a dirty fighter.
Diaz's ass.
I
I
ain't gonna
mean,
say
that's
he
what he had
ass,
to do to
but
beat Tevin was make it kind of sloppy.
JoJo Diaz's ass.
Are you saying that off what you call it, or is it a biasness of a off
he
his opinion?
said I got biased.
That dude is by his opinion. He don't like Ryan as it is. No, I get where you coming from. I believe that the other guy's just way more technically skilled than Ryan Garcia. But Ryan Garcia got a punch a chance against anybody. He crack you. He can hurt anybody.
He could crack and he fast. He
But if you
fast
don't
as
keep that,
hell.
but if Tank would have cracked his ass.
My thing is he just gotta fix that defense, man. Fix that chin up. Just some fundamental stuff. Nothing too crazy. Just fundamental stuff. Because he
But
don't bring his hands back.
But out of all that era, the best two out of the young guys in that era would be, to me, Boots and Shakur Stevenson. If you talk about the 23, 22, 21-year-olds that coming off that 16 era, 2016.
What you think about that, Coach Anthony?
About who? About what?
Shakur Stevenson, Boots, top two fighters in that era. In they age group era, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I can agree with that. I mean, I think Devin Haney's in that mix as well. But I think definitely for sure. I think they've shown that they got the most skills out of anybody today. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think about that kid? He a little younger than them too, but he heavyweight. The kid, Big Baby,
Jared Anderson. Is that his
Jared
name?
Anderson. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he nice.
He
It's
nice. But
just
I don't feel like
man,
he that
I
big.
don't
He's
know
not
how
that.
you going stand up against them big ass power.
That's what I'm saying. That's like 6'8", 6'7", like
Deontay Wilder, fucking Anthony Joshua, them big guys like that. What he gonna do? Tyson Fury.
Yeah, I think they're gonna wait after Tyson. You like him over people like Michael Hunter and them?
Michael Hunter's even a tough fight.
Michael Hunter's a hell of a fighter.
yeah, he's a good fighter.
I like what Jared Anderson. I like that he's a switch hitter, kind of crafty too. I'm trying to think who else. Ryan's head is always up and always online. Lopez will ice him. I can see that happening. I'm trying to think who else in that era. Big Jared Anderson. He more towards like Sheem in them era, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. What about the kid, Lil B Hop, Chris Colbert?
He about
I
to
like
fight
him.
Gamboa.
And I
Damn,
think he
Bo
gonna
got
destroy
another thing?
Gambo.
Yeah,
Bo,
Gamboa got another payday, boy. Y'all
Yeah,
ain't
I was
getting
about to
his
say I
chance.
personally don't want to see that shit, but
I
He
want to
gonna
see
destroy
Bo and them on
Gambo,
that.
bro.
He gonna destroy Gamboa. Cause you know what it is? He got dog in him.
He got
So
real
he
dog.
got real
And you know
dog in him.
what's crazy?
So he gonna go
In
for
the
the kill.
beginning, I didn't like him because he ain't show no dog. But bro,
Nah, he
his
was just boxing. Cause who he fought in
yeah,
Philly? He fought somebody in Philly.
he
He would
fought
not
three
take no.
times in Philly.
Yo,
Look
all he
like
did was
shit.
box the entire time. He ain't take
yeah, him and
no
Tone
risk.
fought early in their
He
career.
fought
Yeah,
Tone, exactly, yeah.
yeah, he outboxed him. Phew. Yeah, B Hop is a problem. He got real dog in him. I
You
think
see
real
him taking
dog could
Tank in
get you
them?
in trouble though.
Not for him because his dog's smart.
It's smart, but he take a lot of unnecessary punches too that he don't have to take because he got the ability to get away from him. Like his last fight, he was taking a lot of punches,
Bro,
but he
he
showed he got
beat
a
the
chin
hell
though.
out of that boy.
He did. He ended up beating him, but he took a lot
Man,
of unnecessary punches though. Then he
How
ain't
y'all
have to
think?
clean
How y'all
shots.
think Virgil Ortiz does against the top tier of the welterweight division?
I think they outbox him.
Virgil Ortiz a bum, bro. A strong bum.
It's so funny because Coach Ed, you said this the other day. You said Philly, even the good fighters, they'll say they bums.
Yeah, right. You be
To me,
motherfucking
to
Philly.
me, Virgil
He a
Ortiz
good
exposed that he can't
fighter.
fight going backwards.
Virgil
Virgil
Ortiz
Ortiz
a
is a
good
good
fighter.
fighter, man.
What? He walked to you with his hands up. What fighting is that?
But he's shown that he could box though. But when he need to
Where?
walk you down, he walk you
Where?
down.
What do you think about
What?
Virgil versus Danny
Where?
right now?
You said
Who
Virgil
he
versus
box?
Danny?
Yeah,
I
He
don't know. Some
probably
bums.
beat Danny. Anybody that throw punches will beat Danny.
Yo, you disrespectful.
Anybody that throw punches and can take that hook, they'll beat Danny.
Virgil Ortiz is
Ortiz
a poor
and
man's Errol Spence. I think
Spence.
Errol Spence is probably more all around better than Virgil. Virgil probably is more explosive.
Errol
Earl,
Spence thing
Virgil
is that
Ortiz is a bum, bro.
Errol Spence is extremely fundamentally sound. Like
Virgil Ortiz is a bum.
he's a bum.
Y'all keep giving this man credit like he can really fight.
shit, I be going at Robert Garcia and them personally, like, yo, Boots will whoop Virgil Ortiz
Hey,
ass.
look,
They said Fulton best out Philly.
no, not the best, bro, but he there.
That's my youngin.
I ain't gonna lie.
Philly got a lot of fighters. You got
Look at how many fucking punches he threw in his last fight.
Bro,
Yo,
1180.
yo.
It
So
wasn't breathing at all.
I didn't think he was gonna be able to keep that up
It
after that long
wasn't
layoff
breathing
too.
at all.
That man was not breathing. I was
Philly,
like, oh, he
but
ain't
Philly
funny.
got a lot.
I ain't know he had that in him.
Around scooter weight class, Philly got you got little Sheen. I like Rasheem Brown from Schulers. There's a lot of kids around his weight class that's coming up. That's tough.
So who's the top 5 in Philly right now?
Damn,
Boots.
you go.
Boots number 1.
Me. I'm number 1, nigga.
You ain't number 1.
It's tough, man.
Where Lil Sheem at? Ask him about that.
One thing Lil Sheen took from his dad that both the motherfuckers got hard. Lil Sheen, like 126, he'll go bang with somebody that's a middleweight and talk shit.
The whole time.
The whole time you just talk shit. Ain't he be backing him up? He
Top
backed
5
up a
in
couple big
Philly.
people. I ain't gonna put him out there, but he backed up a couple big people and talking shit and getting them mad.
Top 5 in Philly. I don't know.
Yo,
Man.
what's the best punch in boxing?
Best punch in boxing?
Jab.
Jab, it should be.
A jab. And Virgil Ortiz don't got that. How is he a good fighter? Ow.
I mean, if you want to say that,
back to that.
throw jabs.
Oh man,
your Danny barely throw jabs. Everything is a counter hook or a counter right hand from Danny.
Who?
Danny.
He a good fighter?
He don't think Danny a good fighter.
Me, right now, Danny has overachieved in boxing. And you know what started his overachievement? What's his name? The nigga that he knocked out a long time ago. Amir Khan. Amir Khan was the start of Danny fucking success. And guess what? Before he knocked Amir Khan out, Amir Khan threw 113 punches. Right?
Yeah.
You
and
can't
he hit him with 110.
You can't use Amir Khan though.
You see in that fight that Danny started to time that shit. Like
you can't use Amir Khan.
Why?
Because Amir Khan, technically, if you really look at any of his fights, except for when he got knocked out in like the first round against, I forgot that dude name early in his career, he possibly was beating every person that he got knocked out by before he got knocked out.
He wasn't beating Danny. He was murdering Danny.
But
I was there. I wanted to throw him the damn towel in.
I got a question because I was talking to somebody
on
about
the
something
TV
earlier.
trying to get the inspector.
I want your opinion on something because I might be wrong about this. Do I have y'all seen top ranks top 10 pound for pound list when they put it out?
Nah.
All right, they put it out a couple days ago. When y'all get a chance, look at it. But I think they got like Tyson Fury like number 7 and 8 or something like that.
Yeah, I think I seen that. No, I think
I don't know why I
Lomachenko
feel
number
like
7
I
or
feel
8.
like Tyson Fury should be a little bit higher up. They got Teofimo over Tyson Fury.
He like 6 then.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. What y'all think?
But you remember before Teofimo, Lomachenko was looked at as damn near unbeatable.
Oh yeah, that make me mad though. Because here's my thing. I still feel like people look at Lomachenko now that he lost to Teofimo and like he's like non-existent. It's like he ain't even great no more. Or he's not good or he's not a great fighter. It's like he's a complete bum because he lost. And it's
No,
Matter of
but
like
fact,
he like 92 years old though, man.
yeah,
he
we're
is,
seeing
but
that.
some people are special, bro. Some
No,
We're
his
people
even
are
back be hurting
special.
in that motherfucker.
Donaire at 118 pounds just knocked some dude out, bro.
A
At 38 years
monster.
old. At
Yo,
38 years old.
You know what's crazy
So
though?
you can't say that.
Listen, I talked to Donaire the day before at the weigh-ins, right? You know, Atif was fighting on that card, right?
Yeah.
So Lando had called my phone and said, "Yo, somebody looking for you." I'm like, "What? Am I ever gonna make it to the pool?" Fuck the pool. It's boxing, bro.
another
Yo,
one. What's that Asian dude, the Japanese monster?
In a way.
and anyway,
In a way,
he fighting in like 2 weeks. Yo, listen.
to
So
be
I'm
100.
on the I'm on the phone with Lando. He said, "Yo, somebody want to talk to you." He said he won his rematch. You know what I'm saying? Guess who he handed the phone to?
To
Nonito.
Donaire.
Yeah. Like, yo, then they said, "Yo, they robbed me that fight, man. I want my rematch."
He
I
a
said,
monster, bro.
"So you know we fought twice. Silver glove finals, right? He beat me. Right? The first night of the JOs, I fought him. Right? Beat him. But, yo, you know Region 8 and the silver gloves is everything.
It's that
And
West
that's
Coast.
why I think he won that fight. Because I beat him the same way I beat him in the jails.
Man,
And I
that's the
won.
silver gloves, bro. That don't mean nothing.
But yeah, I was
What?
about to say,
Ho. What motherfucker 10 to 15 don't want to come back home on a plane with that silver glove
Nah,
jacket
they
and
do,
that
they
belt?
do. Nah.
What? You
Listen, I
sick?
got W's too that I ain't gonna hold on to them though.
No, he beat
anyway,
me in the silver glove. I beat
you know
him
who
in
would
the
have beat
junior
him?
Olympic.
If Ricky was in his prime, he would have schooled in a way.
I don't know. That's the Japanese
Um,
monster.
I don't know, bro.
I think he would have
That man
schooled
different.
Japanese
I
monster in
don't
his
know,
prime.
bro. That man made listen, man. I ain't gonna maybe Regendow made Donaire look foolish. I was
They,
at that fight.
they looked
Foolish.
at Lomachenko like he was unbeatable, even though he had already been beaten before. If anything, Teofimo just beat Loma too.
The reason that people looked at Lomachenko like he was unbeatable, it wasn't that they looked at him like he was unbeatable. It was how he beat the people that he fought, and the people that he fought, it was who they was at the time that he fought them. Like he was making people quit
Yeah.
on the stool, undefeated fighters or people that just like that was known to be dogs and could take punishment.
Not only that, it was that amateur background, man. You know,
Yeah.
too many guys who had an amateur background like him come to the pros, so we always gave him the benefit of the doubt that that amateur background was going, you know what I'm saying, showcasing those pro fights. You know what I
You
mean?
know who I think Boots gonna fight next? Luis
Who?
Collazo.
Virgil Ortiz.
Luis Collazo?
Yeah.
I think he gonna fight the dude that beat Luis Collazo.
I
That's
don't
number
want to
one
see
in the
him fight
IBF.
Luis Collazo, man. I don't want to see him fight
He
Luis
gonna
Collazo.
beat what's the dude? He start with an
Man,
A.
Luis Collazo, my God, man. I like him. I don't want them to fight.
Luis Collazo, my guy too. I trained with him for 4 years.
He's such a good dude, man. I don't want them fighting.
He gonna end up fighting the dude
I
that beat
trained
Luis
with him for
Collazo.
4 years.
The
Luis
dude that beat
Collazo was
Luis
a bad
Collazo.
son.
What's the dude name that beat Luis Collazo? He's number one in the IBF. I either see Boots fighting him or Castillo Clayton next.
No.
Somebody retarded. They said Haney was survival mode 10, 11, and 12.
Coach, anything shout out Texas League down here.
Right.
Great champs too.
That was Jim.
That's
That's
what I said. They retarded.
I see.
What
Yeah,
happened?
I don't know, man. I would like to see Boots. You know what I'm saying? Fight Virgil Ortiz. That'll be a nice little fight.
That'd be a nice fight.
What do you think if Josh Taylor moved up? How you feel with the 147s?
Josh Taylor?
Yeah.
I don't know about him at 147. How'd you thought he looked in his last fight? He looked good. I didn't get to see his last fight. I missed it.
Oh, you didn't see it? He looked
just
good,
fought,
yo.
right?
Yeah.
Look good.
I'm mad. But at 147, I don't know, man.
So he
right
put
now.
out like a tweet at like he'll fight Terrence Crawford or something like that. It was something along the lines of him like talking about fighting Terrence Crawford at 47. It's not a good fight for him. I don't like him at 47.
We have to see how he put us on the weight. Josh Taylor versus Mike Garcia. That's a good ass fight.
That's a good fight.
And that's more of a fight that I can see.
That's a fight. That's a good fight.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that fight would play out because they would both try and box. The one thing is that Josh Taylor, he can dog though, and he really could punch. They both could punch, so that'd be a fight. I just think that Mikey Garcia has better timing than Josh Taylor.
Why will Virgil fight Boost when he's already number one ranked mandatory and ranked top 5 in multiple divisions? Common sense boys come on the scene. Applies if it was vice versa. He would fight Boots because of the fact that he won't get any other top fights. None of the top fighters are gonna fight Virgil Ortiz right now. Ortiz is nobody. I can see because you gotta think about Crawford is in like kind of a situation.
He's in limbo. Yeah,
because he fought the Jose Benavidez. Nobody knew the hell he was.
Yeah.
Mean Machine.
But I think that Benavidez fight was more so because they had their conflict. So I think they really wanted like.
It's also a top rank thing.
Yeah, top rank. Yeah, it's easier to make that fight happen.
So, but yeah, I could see Crawford fighting if he had no other options. But
yeah, but do you think with the way that things are going between, and of course, like this is all speculation because I'm not in there to know, but you think that with what is potentially going on with Terrence Crawford and Bob Arum, that if Terrence Crawford is potentially going to leave Top Rank soon, that they would risk losing Virgil Ortiz in a fight against a Terrence Crawford, or would they shelf him a little bit more and try and feed him a little bit more even opposition?
Notice how De La Hoya was talking that shit when Virgil Ortiz and him signed with MTK.
Yeah.
Before it was like, nah, we ain't gonna put him, give him time. Then once he signed with MTK, it's like we want Crawford next. Because MTK is low key kind of doing what Al doing. They signed a whole bunch of fighters over at Top Ranking Golden Boy.
Yeah.
They got to deal with Robert Garcia low key where they signed like all his fighters besides Mikey.
Yeah, I don't think the fight is gonna happen, but I could see a fight like that possibly happening before like a big fight like a Terrence Crawford fight happened.
Bob Arum time has passed and he's a horrible promoter if he wants to stay active.
Bob Arum about to die, motherfucker.
But to be real with you, Carl Moretti really run the show. Bob Arum is there to be in front of the cameras.
It's crazy. Yo, on that note, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to wrap it up. We've been on here for 2:05 for 2 hours and 5 minutes. Y'all,
Yeah.
thank y'all for hopping on your Rasheen. Yo, bro, I appreciate you for being the special guest today. And I want to say,
brother, thank you.
and I want to say thank you to Keon and Johnny for pulling in full
I'm
throttle.
about to say, damn, I'm not a special guest.
Y'all a surprise guest. Y'all a surprise guest. You know what I'm saying? Y'all still get a special title.
Good looks. Thank you. Thank you.
But yeah, man, you already know, man. You guys are more than welcome. I'll be doing these lives more often, man. I appreciate y'all, man, for real.
All right, for sure.
All right, brother.
All right. Later. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see, damn, we went on for 2 hours. 2 hours and 5 minutes we went on, man. Borden, Rasheem Jefferson, my special guest for today, man. You know, good friend of mine and very experienced guy in boxing, man. And you know, and as you can see, my other guy, Keon and Johnny, man, big boxing fans. Well, Keon was an amateur fighter, I believe, and Johnny just been around boxing for many years. So hold on, let me see right here. Who can beat Canelo, Coach Anthony, right now? For you, man, since you said answer that real quick. From right now, man, I don't know. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I do not know, man. That's a good question. Probably nobody, man, to be honest, man. You know what I mean? Somebody said Benavidez. It's possible. You know what I mean? But well, Ward isn't fighting right now. But yeah, man, you already know, man. Go to the website, CoachAnthonyBoxing.com. The CA Power Hour, even though it's been 2 hours, the sale's still on there, man. We're gonna wrap up this Memorial Day sale tomorrow. I'm gonna let it rock out tomorrow. And Tuesday is a dub, it's over. No more sales. So if you guys ever want any of my courses, you can get them 75% off right now if you use that CA Power Hour. It's just a steal. And yo, boxing is lit right now, man. This week, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have some interesting shit going on with the whole Logan Paul Mayweather thing. So we're gonna pay attention to that, even though we know that's not real boxing. It's gonna be good entertainment, and we need that for the game. We need to be entertained. So I appreciate Floyd Mayweather for doing that. And I'm gonna be coming on live. We're gonna be talking about it in my Instagram. I'm gonna be posting whatever new is coming out. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you follow me on there at Coach Anthony. And you already know, guys, you guys are more than welcome. When I come on the live, if you guys want to chime in, when I put that little link on there, get in here. Come chop it up with me, man. You know what I mean? You get a chance to come on here, voice your opinion. And that's it. And be on the lookout for more instructionals this week. I will be releasing a couple of instructionals this week, like I always do. This is a channel for boxing. We're going to talk boxing on these lives. I'm going to bring on guests. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep on teaching. So we're going to have a lot of fun, man. I want to say thank you so much and salute to everybody who came to the live. And you already know, guys, boxing life.